What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow chillin'. Conspicuous by their absence are the two little guys, and we'll get into that in a second. First, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I'm Big Elbow. Comic calls is what I usually do, but that's not what I'm doing today. That's why the two little guys I've ever known in Atlantis aren't here. What I'm doing today is a Saturday morning special where I show action figures and children's books, but I ain't got no children's books this time. It's all action figures. So let's check these out. And this is what I've been buying lately. Really just want to get these on video so I can show them. And then today I'm gonna do a big old unboxing of all kinds of stuff because I'm running out of space, man. And these boxes, these packages are what take up the most space. So I'm gonna take these out and put them in bags with their whatever accessories they come with. So first I'm gonna show all the wrestling figures. They're all AEW figures. If you're not into that, you can skip ahead a bit, and then I'll get to the non-wrestling figures. I've been buying these at Ross. These were like, they were like $4, most of them. Let's see, that one was $5. They have changed the price recently, and this is one of the more recent ones that I bought. So that's Kyle O'Reilly. I'm a pretty big fan of him. I've seen him wrestle live many times back in the good old PWG days. This is Will Ospreay, and he was also $5. One of the best in the world right now, Billy Goat Will Ospreay. These are all Ross buys, and these guys, my son's favorite tag team of all time, the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson. Again, these ones are $5. Oh, I should get out of the shadow right there. And that's Matt Jackson, the other half of the Young Bucks with the tag team belts. Another one of the best guys out there right now. Unfortunately, he keeps getting injured. Switchblade Jay White. You know, I wasn't really a big fan of him until he came to AEW, and he made me a believer, man. So there's Switchblade Jay White. Man, I'd like to get that Sting. We don't have a Surfer Sting in the collection, and that's my favorite. I was never a big fan of the Crow Sting. I'm still not. I still like the Surfer Sting better. Right, then we got this package is a little bit fucked up. This is Stu Grayson of the Dark Order. Kind of an underrated team, if you ask me. I think he's only working Ring of Honor now. I haven't seen him in AEW forever. You got Evil Uno. No Reynolds, so only. And so see, just back then, this is when they were $3.99. There's Johnny Silver. $3.99. So basically, I got all the Dark Order because I already had Anna Jay. And then RIP to the big man, Big Rig Brody Lee, aka the Exalted One. I was really happy to find that one. And then for $4 on top of that, made it even better. One of the great big men that came around in a long time. So, all right, again, RIP to that dude. All right, that does it for the wrestling figures. So now let's get in. I've been getting a lot of G.I. Joes, and these are also at Ross. This one was $10, $9.99. That's Stalker. And all these come with some really nice weapons, man. So when I unbox these, I'm gonna cut these things out and put them in the bags. And I wish I would have seen these guys. I wish they would have had them. I would have got them too. Stalker seems a little bit plain, but he's still pretty cool. Like I said, I really like the weapons. This one I was really happy about because this is actually my favorite GI Joe as far as the Joes go. You know, all the really cool figures are mostly Cobra, but yeah, Beachhead. I don't know why I always was just that was always just one of my favorite characters. For I don't know, just something about the look and everything that I just thought was super cool. Yeah, some nice weapons too. There's a pistol with the silencer and little muzzled machine gun and stuff. I don't know why he has a crossbow. So I'm gonna cut these out. I actually got 2 Beachheads because I'm gonna open one and keep one sealed, which I don't normally do shit like that. But like I said, he's my favorite Joe. This is Rock and Roll. Another guy looks pretty plain, but cool weapons, man. Looks like he got the M60 right there, which back in my day in my squad, I used to carry the M60, which I think they did it because they thought it'd be funny to make the skinniest guy carry the biggest gun, but after a while I took a liking to it. And then here's a Cobra Eel. This guy just looks cool, man. He almost looks like a ninja or something if you don't put the gear on him. And again, that one is $8.99 as well. And then I got this was really cool to find. Sarge. Maybe not the best gear. It looks like, and look, he comes with an action figure of himself. That's kind of weird. But yeah, the gunny sack and then the all the shit that he comes with is pretty cool. Comes with a pair of boxing gloves for some reason. And that one was $7.99. So even though I'm a wrestling fan, I didn't know Sergeant Slaughter as a wrestler. I first seen him as a G.I. Joe, and before I ever seen him wrestle. I don't think he was, at the time when he came out in the G.I. Joe cartoon, I don't think he was in WWF. He was somewhere else. That's why I didn't know who he was. And then, finding out that he was a real person and shit. But that was pretty cool. That's like a wrestling figure and it's a twofer, man. It's a wrestling figure and a G.I. Joe. That's it for the Joes, and then I got a couple. Got a Spidey for $8 from the Spider-Verse. Peter Parker Spidey. Too bad they didn't have. My granddaughter, the Honey Badger, is really into Ghost Spider or Spider Gwen. I wish they would have had that. But no luck. Also, that Spidey 2099 would be pretty cool. And then I got this. This one was, how much was this one? Shit. I think it was like 15. Oh, there it goes. It was $16.99. But it's a movie Casey Jones. I couldn't let that. I had to get it, man. Had to get it. The first Ninja Turtles I ever read was the Raphael one-shot, which was just a big whole issue of fight scene of Casey and Raph, so had to get that. And then this was I was real happy about this one too. This one $13.99. So it looks like the Sega Genesis Gargoyles game, but it's Goliath. And so I thought that was pretty badass, man. Like, he's really dark though, so you can't see him so good, but look at those feet. And for $13.99, I was like, shit. My big regret though is that one time, because they've been having these gargoyles but I don't want to buy all of them, you know. This should add up. And they're usually like $16.99, but this one was marked down to $13. The one that they had was Bronx, like the dog, and I didn't get it because the fucking line was too crazy, and I didn't want to wait. But I should have, man. It would have been worth it. So that's that. I'm gonna open all these up. This one I might not open up. I'm gonna talk to my son and see if he wants to open up this Casey as well. But for the most part, all those other ones, they're all getting opened up today. I gotta open up all those, and then I got all this shit up here that I gotta open. And then all this shit. Turn the light over here. All that shit's getting opened up today. So if you enjoyed this video, hey, guess what? You got good taste. Show it. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, share with all your friends. And like I always say, get off the internet, play with some fucking toys.